I swear. I don't even care for those 4 picks. Just give me a quarterback that can throw a 15-yard out to the sideline. That's all I ask for.
You know what? I gotta share my screen and then hide the tile. How did I do that last time?
Hide your screen share, click it. Yeah.
There we go. Alright, we're set up if you want.
Yeah, nah, but Stephon Diggs is him, bruh. That motherfucker was back in Buffalo standing on business.
Motherfucker was angry running out there.
What did Jamar Chase say?
I'm weak. The Bengals put Joe Flacco on a Southwest flight. Economy.
No, they didn't. No, they did not. He drove. They sent a car up there for him. He basically Ubered 4.5 hours down to Cincy. They sent 2 cars, one to pick him and his wife up, the other one to pick all his shit up. That video is him like flying in like forever ago to like I think that was into Cleveland actually, like 2 years ago or 3.
Mhm.
Mike's gonna be so annoying if he actually joins the show.
Damn, I don't even have a fork, do I? Oh, I do have a fork. Let's go. I'm just taking a few bites before we start.
That boy gonna be loud as fuck.
He's gonna go a Giants in the Super Bowl. I fucking what did I say when we picked we all picked the Giants last week. I said I won't be fucking surprised if the Saints lose or if the Saints win. Like that was such a like easy pick for them to fucking lose after beating the Chargers. Your mic's muted, buddy.
That would have been a good upset pick, but like I don't know. Neither team was really good either. I mean, like I wasn't like sold on the Giants, but I just thought the Saints were that bad.
Yeah, nah, I like picking those upset picks that are like wild. That's the shit I like. Like nobody thought the Pats were about to beat the Bills.
I don't think anybody except for Eagles fans thought that the Broncos would beat the Eagles. That's just because Eagles fans are always unhappy.
I no, but I mean they haven't been playing good all year. Like they were 4-0, but they hadn't played well like all year. Don't worry, Flacco's he's gonna go 2-0 against the Packers. He beat him with the Browns. He's gonna beat him with the Bengals. I'm actually gonna Google that, bro, because I saw that on the McAfee show. Has there ever been a quarterback that beat the same team twice in the same year on different teams?
I bet ChatGPT could answer that.
I was thinking the same thing. I have a guess in mind of somebody who's done that.
Ryan Fitzpatrick? Possibly.
Nope. Jack Kemp.
Damn.
Beat the same team twice on different teams of the same year, who defeated the New York Titans with both the Buffalo Bills and the Chargers in 1962.
Oh, I was close.
Joe Flacco has the chance to do history.
That's and the thing is I'm telling you right now, like literally the next thing under it, Joe Flacco 2025 opportunity. Joe Flacco has a chance to join Jack Kemp in 2025 after beating the Green Bay Packers with the Browns earlier this season. His team plays the Bengals this week. A victory would have made him the second quarterback ever to beat the same opponent twice in a season with different teams. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say Jameis Winston.
No, he's never been traded at mid-year.
Do the Browns only have 1 win?
Yeah, and it's that one.
Damn. That's rough.
I'm telling you, it's about to be Shador time out there in Cleveland.
I texted Paul. He hasn't responded yet about tweeting it out. We'll probably give it another second.
Oh, did you go live already?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I did not know that. You got to give me a
I
warning
said
before I say
that.
some
I
crazy.
literally said it.
Isaac,
You guys
Isaac been
must not-
munching, bro.
I literally said- I mean,
He's
you all-
been munching.
I've been munching. I mean, I said,
Yeah, clip that.
I said I'm going live. I literally said
No, but
that
you
shit.
you said you were gonna take a couple bites, then go live.
No, I said I'm going
Isaac's
live.
over there. Isaac's. I'm clipping that shit. Isaac's legit. He's over his bowl, just going to town. Oh God. Oh, that's funny.
I didn't think it was that big a deal that he was eating. I mean,
All right, guys, Baker MVP. Just come out the gates and say that.
I was just giving it a second before we started because I know we usually give it a minute so that people can join. But I definitely said I'm going live. I swear.
One of the mute might moments. Damn, Austin, bro, slow down, bro. The clip ain't
What?
going nowhere.
I just thought it was funny, bro. Cause your reaction, you like look straight at
Voice
the
head.
camera.
It's okay because right now we only have 2 people in here, so nobody saw that. And afterwards, I'm pretty sure they can trim it down to where it's like just the start of the podcast, not. all the
Okay, I
stuff
don't
that's
care. That wouldn't be the first time FT seen me eat like a rabid animal.
Should we go ahead and start then?
Give me a sec. I'm gonna send it into the group chat.
Okay.
I usually don't like I don't like savoring my food. It tastes better when I can't breathe. Hoodie mellow. Fuck it.
Savoring is such bullshit, bro. I'm trying to eat that shit as fast as possible.
It feels better when it's slowly running down my throat. All right. All right. Can we end the stream there and then reboot that shit back up, bro?
Oh
Fuck. I'm clippable. I'm fucking clippable. I said that shit
So,
tastes better when it's
Robert?
slowly running down my throat.
Yeah, the double down on it. That's fucking
God
crazy.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
gay.
Lord.
Damn, another one.
I'm not beating the alley. Dude, you just got 2 clips in like 2 minutes.
This is why Isaac doesn't show up.
No, I'm just
Jesus.
This has been.
I'm gonna let y'all speak. I'm gonna let y'all speak for the rest of the time.
This has been a great.
He didn't go
football
back to eat.
podcast right now.
Eating his cheese, it's not
5
saying a
minutes
fucking
of
word.
live.
I'm out of Cheez-Its, unfortunately, so I can't really like kill time.
Damn, and that's a Coke too. You big back.
No, it's the pineapple pomegranate juice that they got, the little handcrafted lemonades that they got.
Huh.
Every time I go to Pan, I always get one of those. I mean, it might be like really high in sugar, but
We can start her up.
Hold on, I want to see something. I want to do something. Why is it not letting me?
Oh, I'm loud as fuck on your stream.
Damn, I'm quiet as fuck. I don't know why.
Turn yourself up on OBS.
Because I'm maxed out on OBS. You guys are turned down on OBS.
whoa.
Okay.
Hmm. Let me see. I wonder if it was like that last week, was it?
I don't know.
Nobody watched VOD.
I'm loud as fuck on the stream.
Oh, great.
Phenomenal, this asshole. You're not quiet on stream. I heard you fine.
Yeah, I guess I'm not okay. At first, I sounded quiet as fuck, but I think it's fixed. All right. I think that was just at the very start of the stream. I think my mic might have just been far away or something. All right. We ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. We Know Ball, episode 5. We are here with Isaac and Austin Smiles Belcher. And
Damn, I got a
myself.
government thrown out there.
Well, Isaac's a gamer tag is just Isaac, so you know what I mean. It's just all he's like Ronaldinho kind of. It's all just one name.
Yeah.
And then myself, Nick Sketchy. And I mean, it was a pretty crazy week of games. I mean, let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh, I have to click back into the presentation.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
I need to share that with. Oh wait, I'm already sharing it, aren't I? Okay.
Yeah, you are.
All right, we're good to go then. All right, just wanted to make sure everything was set. All right. Gripe sesh. I am just gonna leave the floor to you guys. If you guys have a gripe sesh that you want to get off your chest, I know your team. I mean, you're probably not that frustrated right now just because it's as expected. You got your starting quarterbacks out, but you just picked up Joe Flacco. I don't know if you guys are upset about that or you think that he could win you some games. I don't know.
I got the floor.
Yeah,
all right.
go for it. I'm away.
I mean, I think it was definitely time for the Jake Browning, experiment to be done. I mean, you look at his stats. I mean, even in the game where he came in for Joe and won the game against Jacksonville week 2 at home, he still threw 3 picks. Like, he didn't really look that good. And then, like, Minnesota, you can't really blame him too much for that loss. But I mean, the Broncos game was the game to me that, like, watching it, seeing all the misreads and misthrows, had a couple wide open receivers, and he was forcing the checkdowns early, not letting the play develop. And then, we play the Lions at home there. I don't think we had a chance to win that football game. Defense kept us in the game. I mean, it was 14-3 going into the half, and the Bengals had the ball. And I was literally walking back. I meet up with some buddies, like on the other side of the stadium, at the Miller Lite deck, and have a beer there. Then go back to my seat, and dude throws a fucking ball in triple coverage and throws a pick to start the half off. Like, I think it was definitely time for that Browning, experiment to be done, and to do something else, even if it was bringing in some Mike White or somebody else. I think this trade for the Bengals shows that they're trying to find a way to stay alive and stay in the mix in the playoffs. Especially, I think the AFC North, due to injuries, is probably like the worst division in football. Like, Baltimore's teams 60% of them I feel like are hurt. Like, their star players are hurt. And then I'm not really sold on Pittsburgh. I think they have a good defense, but that offense to me still has got a lot of question marks around it, truthfully. So the Bengals going out and doing something. It's legit the third time in the history of the Bengals that they've made an in-season move. Last one was last year. We gave up a 7th-round draft pick for a running back that never touched the field, and then we traded away. Oh, fuck, who was it? Back in 2018, we traded a player away. So I don't know. I don't really got too many complaints about them. I'm happy that they decided to make a move and show the fans, I guess, some hope and faith into the fan base, I guess, because I mean, that stadium was booing a lot on Sunday. And you look at Browning, he threw a couple of touchdowns, but I mean, they were garbage time touchdowns. Detroit didn't even have a starting corner in at the time. They pulled their starting corners.
Are you thinking of was it Jeremy Hill or Giovanni Bernard? Was it that? time range? You said 2018.
Yeah, we traded away like not. I mean, it wasn't Atkins. It was our fucking D end who was really good.
Oh, I thought you said a running back.
No, we traded for a running back last year, Khalil Herbert. We brought him in last year. Then his first snap of his Bengal career, he fumbled. And then he never saw the fucking field again, literally. But I don't know. I don't think it's the guy that we as Bengal fans wanted. I think we all hoped for Jameis just because I feel like he would throw 40 picks, 40 touchdowns, and have a lot of fun. I think Flacco can still throw the deep ball really well. He can obviously still read a defense. I think the Bengals offense, I think their offensive line, everyone's clowning the Bengals offensive line, but the Bengals offensive line is better than the Browns. He has better weapons obviously better weapons than the Browns here in Cincinnati. So I think Flacco's got a chance to do what we expected Jake to do after that run in 2023 2 years ago, which is be a 500 football team, keep us in the playoff mix until Joe comes back, because that was a tweet by Ian Rappaport was Joe Flacco, like the minute they traded for him, they're like, he's announced the starter until Joe Burrow returns. Like, I think that's a tweet that a lot of people read over. I think that's obviously a discussion we can have here in 4 or 5 weeks, seeing how this experiment with Joe goes, but I'm happy for it.
What's a crazier like scenario for like say like each team, like Micah Parsons having less tackles than Jamar Chase, or Jamar Chase like having more tackles than, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is crazier for like, is that better for like who's got the best of that situation?
Does Micah Parsons have? I mean, Micah
4.
Parsons is
He has 4. He has 4 total tackles on the year. Jamar has 5. He had on Sunday. He had in the second half. He had more tackles and catches.
Well,
He
not best. I
literally-
would say like what's worse.
what's worse is Micah only having 4 tackles.
That is true.
I feel like
I would
Micah's still been playing pretty well, just like his pressures and just making the quarterback get rid of the ball. And, I mean,
That's a crazy stat, though. That's a crazy
It
stat.
is crazy to only have 4 tackles. You got to at least like get in the mix, especially as a linebacker. You know what I mean? Like you got
Making $50 million a year.
Yeah.
That and us having more punting yards than offensive yards.
Still, yeah. I mean, it's yet again gripe session. Bengals, Jake Browning wasn't it, and he looked like really salty in all his interviews when Flacco came in. It's like, dude, you played like shit.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't throw. If this the thing is, we were talking about this in the office. That's all we do is talk football. If as a professional quarterback, if you can't throw a 15-yard out to the sideline, you're not an NFL quarterback. And he the 2 picks he threw to fucking Jamar on the sidelines, well, one, and then the second one, Jamar broke it up. It was like not even anywhere close. And Jamar was open on the one that was actually a pick. Like he had broke, and if he threw the ball right when he stepped in, like right when he made his break out to the sidelines, it was like going to be a 20-yard gain. Instead, he waits, defender breaks on it, and he throws it, 5 yards behind Jamar. Jake Browning just wasn't it. I mean, obviously, it's a backup quarterback. It's a guy who's been cut by a lot of teams, and I think 5 years ago when he came to Cincinnati, if he didn't make the roster or whatever, practice squad or whatever, he was probably going to retire. Like he wasn't any good. So that's what the Bengals decided was their best course of action was getting Flacco, and I'm down for it. Obviously, Insanity's doing the same thing over and over again. The offense has looked fucking horrible since Browning stepped in. Get somebody that can read a defense, can make some throws, and give our receivers a chance to make some plays.
Yeah. I think that like Joe Flacco is just a good utility quarterback. Like he's old, right, and he can't move around very well. He's probably slowed down a little bit. Probably doesn't have the arm strength, but he can make certain reads where he can just he can get the ball to your best player, and he can throw it accurately and put it to where only they can get it, if that makes sense. I just feel like he can do that better than a younger quarterback, kind of like a Jake Browning, or
Yeah, he can definitely throw the ball better than Browning.
Yeah, and I mean he probably doesn't have that deep ball like he used to, but his accuracy is still there. So
I still think he's got the deep ball more than people think. I think he can still sling it. Now, can he throw it as far as he did when he was 30? No, but can he throw it? Almost yes.
Hey, this is the most excited I've been to watch a Bengals game since week 2.
I don't even. And this is the thing is I don't even care about this week. I really don't. The only thing I care about is just show me a little bit of life, right? Flacco's going to go in with the minimum of this playbook. He's literally his 5-hour drive down to Cincinnati. Zach's walking him through the playbook. This is a guy that's going to come in. They're going to be limited in plays.
Probably a lot of check downs.
But that's fine. That's what, as long as the plays are getting called, and Zach, I saw some, worse play calls, and some of the play calls Zach has is terrible. Some of the route concepts, they have two guys running in the same area and whatnot. I don't know, but I think Flacco gives him a chance. He'll give his guys a chance, he'll get the ball to your superstars, and then I think he loves showing the tight ends, and I think we have two really good tight ends in Noah Fant and Gesicki, so I'm excited. I don't even care about this week. They would lose, but just show me some life.
And Mike's
guy.
here. Oh, Mike's no longer here.
He doesn't know how to flip his camera because he's so drunk.
Nice try, morons. Sorry I'm not on the pod this week, gentlemen. I'm here at MetLife.
Don't worry, you'll be home in half, bud. Catch the train.
What are you guys talking about?
It's a Bengals gripe sesh. Bengals getting Flacco.
Oh, dang, you're still going on them?
Yeah.
It's probably been
Team's still trash.
8 to 10 minute gripe sesh.
Gonna ruin two Joes in the same season.
How's Malik?
He's
How's
like
Malik?
he's like
Yeah,
me.
that's what I thought.
But enjoy, boys.
See you, buddy. But yeah, that's what I got to say. That's it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think Joe is definitely gonna be a better option than Browning was. I do think y'all's offensive line probably has to protect him a little better than they did Browning. I'm sure he can read. That's another thing too. Is a lot of coaches will say that sacks half the time are a quarterback stat because
Not seeing the pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, you want to talk about the offensive line. I hope you know Jalen Rivers and Dylan Fairchild rank 5th and 6th amongst all guards in pressure in the last 2 weeks. 2% and 3% out of 120 snaps that
I heard
pressure's coming from the guards.
Fairchild didn't practice yesterday.
No, I don't think Fairchild's playing, which sucks. But on the other side of things, Lucas Patrick has came back and let me see what he did today. Fairchild did not practice, and Lucas Patrick, he full practice. So I'm assuming we're going to go with the offensive line's going to Patrick's going to go back in and start at right guard, and they're going to move Rivers to where Fairchild plays at the left guard.
Yeah, I
don't know. I think
we
that
also got an offensive line injury. We lost our starting right guard, so we got to figure that out on the Broncos as well. So
I took up enough of my gripe sesh. You really don't have to gripe. Your team won.
Yeah, I don't have to gripe. I just that is it's a worry.
Ben Powers?
Yeah, I mean he's definitely the worst starting offensive lineman, but I just don't know how good our depth is. You know what I mean? He's definitely if we could lose a starting offensive lineman, he was the first to go for sure. But
you guys have Alec Pawlitsky or somebody coming in to play with him.
Palcho, they call him. He's usually our sixth man when we go big for the run. So I mean, he's pretty good in run game. I don't know how he is in passing game, so that's what worries me.
Only time will tell. It's the NFL. People get hurt.
Yeah, you got to. It's next man up. It's always next man up, But the week 5 games recap, and I mean, initial thoughts. Any scores standing out to anybody as far as either or just people got blown out more than you expected?
I'll yap and let somebody else take the floor. Patriots beating the Bills. I was on it last week. Huge for it. It's my upset pick. Stephon Diggs walked back into that Bills stadium, put up 150 yards, absolutely dominated. I mean, He's getting better. I mean, obviously, a rough start for him, but I think he's going to be a huge turning point in New England. Honestly, like his last 2 weeks have been really good. He's been really good, like numbers wise, yards, getting the ball, them getting him the ball, and they've been winning football games. And then Jacksonville beating Kansas City wasn't on my bingo cards. You got to think the NFL's rigged after Chris Jones, after fucking Trevor Lawrence trips and falls on his ass, falls 3 times, and Chris Jones just stands there and doesn't move. That was kind of blew me away. But other than that,
I think it was a bit of the hurry up offense. I think he slowed down, and I think he was injured. Honestly, it looked like he was limping.
I don't know, it looked weird as fuck to me. Like the play gets the ball snapped, and he just like stands there.
Yeah.
Like it kind of looked like it, but also I felt like that's what I was saying is I thought Kansas City was going to let them score, not that play, but 2 plays before, because I would have given them like 45 seconds with 3 timeouts to go score. But then at that moment in the game with like 30 seconds left, like I thought they were going to try to play defense and get a couple stops. Honestly, I thought that's what they were going to do. But that and then Washington beating the Chargers. I don't know what's going on with the Chargers. I was huge on them, and they've stunk it up to literally the last 2 weeks. But
it's injuries, mainly to their offensive line. Justin Herbert, he probably has less time than Jake Browning has. Like, actually,
really,
it's crazy. Especially against Washington's defensive front. I mean, even Von Miller was getting in there, and that guy's as old as Joe Flacco. So, I mean,
that's true.
Their offensive line, like Rashawn Slater went out before the season even started.
And then what's his name? Alt got hurt, and
Joe Alt got hurt. Yeah, and those are like your two
Alt's
main guys. So
Alt's still out, by the way. He didn't practice yesterday or today. Isaac, any game surprised you?
Bro, the biggest what if of all time this season is how in the fuck do the Baltimore Ravens on paper, their defense, stink so fucking bad. So fucking bad. They had a first round pick, a DB, Malachi, and I haven't even heard of the guy. They got, oh my god, before the season started, I was like, dude, the Ravens defense is so good. They just have everybody. Like, every position is fucking stacked, and these guys are fucking blowing it.
Yeah,
absolutely blowing it.
I will say injuries have come to be a part of that, but it's like even with a couple of these guys being down, like it's just,
dude. If we had Baltimore's defense, bro,
crazy? I'm sorry to interrupt, but do you guys think it's crazy that Baltimore's already selling? Like, they're already trading away players and shit?
No, they're 1 I don't know. Truthfully, like we talked about it. They're 1-4.
I mean,
they're 40 points, right? They've given up 40 points, 38. So they've given up 39 points, basically 41 and 38 to the Lions. So 40, basically you split it 39 a game, and then they give up and their losses. They're giving up 40 points a game. Like this defense is, and the thing is I read this. Their fucking defensive coordinator. He's young. He's only in his 2nd year, but he's about to be out of a job. But then it's also like at some point you got to look at your players that you have, and like I will say I know you're missing Mbuke or whatever the fuck his name is, like to start the year off, but like that was one guy they were missing. You still had your entire secondary and your linebacking core to start the year, and your defense has been barbecue cheese. Like I know some of them got hurt in Kansas City, but and your 3 losses, the Bills and the Lions, your defense was more than likely healthy. And then I think this team's just giving up. I think fucking Lamar gave up in Kansas City. I don't think his hammy's really that hurt, truthfully. And then I think this team's I don't think they give a fuck. Yeah. They can go on a run. I don't know, but the defense is bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, it's kind of like, I mean, it's not the same as the Bengals situation, because I think that Joe Burrow keeping y'all's defense off the field longer helped y'all's defense a lot. But, I do think Lamar is kind of similar in the way Joe Flacco is, without him, they are awful, but with him, they can compete because he can put up the same amount of points as, if they're playing another team, especially if another team has not a great offense. He can sort of keep up, even if his defense is shit.
If you asked me before the season, on, what I think the records would go by, who would come off who would come out the gates mid-season. Jacksonville and Baltimore should have their record should be flipped. There is no
Yeah.
fucking way that the fucking Jaguars are fucking 4-1 and the Ravens are 1-4. Like that shit. Like if you told me that was gonna happen before the season, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have guessed that Baltimore was bad, and I wouldn't have guessed Jacksonville would be 4-1 at this point. But I thought that they would be a good team. I really thought that Trevor Lawrence was like the difference maker between them being good and bad, and he's been all right. Like I don't know, they've clutched up. He's played great. This week.
I mean, has he really played great though? He's got 6 touchdowns.
One of his touchdowns or one of his interceptions this week was the most blatant pass interference anybody's ever seen.
Right, but what I'm just saying, he's got 6 touchdowns on the year and 5 picks. Like he's not really even. He's 60% completion percentage. I guess that's all right.
Nice.
I just don't think they've played anybody good. Like I don't think they've played anybody good yet.
I don't think the Chiefs are that good. That's the thing about.
We're their only loss. We're their only loss.
That's going back to your point though. Like who have they played? They played a banged up 49ers team. They played a terrible Texans team, and they played the Bengals and lost. They should have won.
But the only thing
they
about
beat
those
the
teams,
Panthers,
49ers
right? Like
and
who
the
would they
Texans-
beat?
Well, the 49ers
Like, they're
and the
about to be-
Texans, like beating them it was good in the way that they can win games without their offense doing well because they have that good of a defense.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
I don't know.
everybody has as good a defense as the 49ers, you know, or
I don't know. Yeah. All I'm saying is I'm hoping for either the Jaguars to fall off a cliff or the Colts, and my money's on Trevor Lawrence. Or I don't even know. It's one of the two. I don't even care. Just I hope one of those teams start losing. Because that's like, as a Bengals fan, like they're trying to find your way to be in the playoffs at 9-8 or 10-7. So that's kind of where I think they can be. I don't think they can get into the playoffs if there's 2 teams in the AFC South that are fucking 4-1 after fucking 5. I need one of those 2 teams to just like die.
Yeah. That's going to be hard, though. I mean, do you think 2 people make it from the South this year? For, like, the first
Dude, there's
time in
2
however many fucking years?
2 teams 4-1.
Yeah.
There's 2 teams
that's what
4-1.
I'm saying.
Like,
Do you think that Jackson
hard to say
make it, or you think they're just having a hot start?
well, I don't think Jacksonville's played anybody, and I can look at the Colts schedule. I don't think the Colts have played anybody good. Like Jacksonville's next 2 games to me, like those are like, I guess we said it a couple weeks ago, like your make it games or like the prove it games. They played the Seahawks and the Rams back-to-back weeks. And those are 2 teams that I think are pretty good. I think the Seahawks are pretty good also defensively, and I think the Rams are a good team. And then, like, we go look at the Colts. Like, who the fuck have the Colts played this year? I don't think they've played anybody good. I think the only good team they played the Dolphins trash. Okay, they played the Broncos and won. They should have lost. They played the trash-ass Titans and the trash-ass Raiders. Like, they haven't played nobody either. Like, they're playing bombs. But they're playing scrubs. The only 2 good teams they played, they lost to the Rams. I think literally the Rams and the Broncos are the only 2 good teams that they've played, and they should have lost that Broncos game. Like truthfully, like they should be sitting at 3-2 with their like only 2 teams they played or 2 teams that were good they played. They should have been losses, and like, but their schedule's fucking a walkthrough. Like. Yeah, they got the Cardinals this week, then they got the Cardinals, Chargers, Titans, Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs. Like that's their next. That's probably 3 wins. Like, I don't know.
The Chargers, I think even beat the Chargers. Their defensive line is crazy, and the Chargers, like I said, their offensive line is really bad right now.
It's wild. I mean, but that I'm with Isaac on that one. That shocks me. And then I know it's the thumbnail clickbait for the day, but fucking Baker Mayfield is crazy. He's incredible at football. That was a crazy game. I love him. I get there's a little, I guess people watching this that are, from our group, they're big Ohio State fans. They might not like Baker because when he planted the flag there in Oklahoma, but I love the way I know Isaac liked it. I think me and Isaac like him for the same reason of the shit he talks.
Yeah. Like,
bro, he's sitting there running out of this, like getting ready to run out the tunnel against the Seahawks game, and he's telling fans like, "Oh, y'all aren't going to be talking at halftime," and da 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 da. Like Baker's a dog.
Yeah.
He was crazy in that 4th quarter. I can't remember his stat line, but I think it was like 15 for 19 for like 240. Like
2 of my favorite athletes are Russell Westbrook and Baker Mayfield. So if that tells you anything. That's what I kind of look
like
at
Russell
as
Westbrook too.
gritty.
The thing about Baker, like you were saying, you like him all the trash talk. I feel like he got a lot of hate for that, which is like, especially when his career wasn't going great. It's like, okay, quit talking trash, dude. But I mean, I never really had a problem with him. I didn't like that he beat Georgia that one year because I still cared about college football back then. I don't even remember what year it was, but he beat Georgia, and I didn't like him because he was doing that stupid fucking waddle run down the sideline. I thought it was so dumb. Like, you remember when he did that? He'd stick his arms out like this and run down the whole sideline.
Nah, I don't remember that. I'd have to look that up.
Shit.
I remember
When
that.
he does it after beating your team. You're just like, God, we lost to this idiot. But
Yeah. Nah, he's a dog. He's
That's like
playing
when
great.
Juju was doing fucking shit on people's logos, making TikToks and shit. Like that's
Yeah.
it's like the equivalent.
And the last thing I'll say about the Bucks is I'll say this: I was completely wrong on fucking Ibuka. I was dead wrong. That cat is a fucking dog.
I
This
didn't know
dude,
what to think about him, but he's really good. Yeah.
I
Man,
thought he
before Denver, one pick. Oh,
like he wasn't that he was never the number one in college, but like if you ask people that played with him, like Garrett Wilson, like in an interview, like when he was still in college, was like he was the best one out of everybody. Like, dude, he's legit. I think he's top 5 in I think yards, and he's like second or first in touchdown passes, and I don't know, he's playing out of his fucking mind, and I was dead wrong on him, but like also. Like I was dead wrong in fantasy when I say that. I never said he was going to be good, but I'm not a big rookie drafter when it comes to fantasy, and I literally probably could have grabbed him in every league, but I just didn't because I don't trust rookies.
I'm usually not a big rookie guy, but God, this year, I mean, I have a lot of rookies on my team this year. They've done me pretty well, but like, I feel like half of like the decent players in fantasy this year are rookies. I feel like a lot of returning players have not been very good this year.
I don't even know there's that many good rookies. Like I think all the running backs so far have been flops. Genty and Amari and Hampton.
Well,
Those guys have been flops.
RJ hasn't been.
He's been a flop. Like I don't know about the
It's just that JK takes more of the snaps.
Right, but I mean, people are drafting him over JK in fantasy, like because he was a projected starter. Like, it just to me, I haven't seen. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think back on rookies that were taken, but like even Travis Hunt. Yeah, but like he wasn't even good that year. I don't know.
I don't think he was.
Or rambling, but yeah, that that Bucks team. Sorry, is a good football team, and
yeah, I think so too.
they might be my favorite team right now in the NFC. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they could pick up some pieces on defense maybe before the deadline, and that would really help them.
Yeah, I think but because they should be 5-0. They should have beat Philly.
Yeah.
But they're winning some tight ball games. They got 135 points scored and 132 given up. Like, I don't know.
Their defense just has to play a little bit better to help their offense out, because I feel like their offense is definitely just like playing out of their minds right now.
Right.
Especially Baker. Game of the week prediction. You want to go ahead first, Isaac?
Game of the week prediction, week 6. Let me get the Bucks 49ers. I feel like Baker Mayfield has game of the week every fucking week. Because all the games they won. I mean, it always comes down to like the last quarter where he just like comes out and just shows why he should be the MVP this year. I think it was like a graphic or something, like all the scores from the past weeks that he's won. And I remember those games, and it's like as the weeks go by, you kind of like forget like what happens, but then when you see a graphic or a tweet or whatever, it just, I don't know. I didn't know Jamar Chase had that many tackles. Like you would think like Michael Parsons, top 4, top 5, and then you see a graphic like that, and it's like, it's just kind of surprising. I don't know. I just think he's gonna have it again this week too.
Yeah, they have the Bucks definitely. I mean, 23-20 against the Falcons, like led the game-winning drive. Texans game 2019. I don't remember that game. The Jets game was a 29-27, and then the 31-25 loss. And they were coming back in that football game too. So I think all their wins have been like come back fourth quarter, like or Baker just playing out of his mind in the fourth. I like that pick for game of the week because the 49ers are also showing that they don't need superstars. Shanahan's showing that he doesn't need great wide receivers, great tight end, or great quarterback for his shit to work. So I think that can be a fun game for sure.
It's a good matchup too, just because like you're expecting Mac Jones. The Bucs defense hasn't been great, so maybe Mac Jones can show some flashes, and then obviously Baker is going to do Baker things. I mean, even against a 49ers defense, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe the 49ers defense can tone Baker down just a little bit for the first time this season, but we'll have to see.
Let's take a look while you're doing that. Injury report for the 49ers. I'm trying to find their defense. But yeah, it looks like a lot of their guys did not practice, limited, DNP. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of guys at DNP on Wednesday. I don't know why this hasn't refreshed for today, but yeah.
Well,
I think they still got good corners, so I think it's like their D-line that's hurting them a lot.
Yeah, well, what was did you have your game pick of the week? Your game of the week pick, I mean.
Yeah, my game of the week. I picked the game of the week was the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. Two young quarterbacks going at it. Jaden Daniels coming back. I mean, he said his knee was fine. After post game, after beating the Chargers pretty handily. I mean, he looked pretty well in that game. Had 231 in the air. I don't know if I remember their how many picks he had or if he had any turnovers, but like I said, I didn't really watch much football. I was a Bengals primetime 4 p.m. game, but I know he played well. And then also I think the Bears, like this is kind of like one of their make it count weeks coming off the bye. Curious on where this game is actually at. This is kind of what I'm actually scrolling over for. But Caleb Williams, I think he's starting to come into his own. Actually having a really good year, which yet again something I wasn't expecting. But with Ben Johnson as your OC, anything can happen, and it's also a Monday night primetime game. I didn't know that, but yeah, I think that's my game of the week.
I like that pick too. I mean, you got the underdogs coming off of a bye week in a division rivalry game on primetime. You know what I mean? It's like the perfect setup for an upset if that were to happen. You know what I mean?
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the last year? And it's back in home game for the Commanders. Wasn't that the game last year where the Bears thought they won it? The DB was flipping off the fans, and then Jaden fucking whipped the Hail Mary. So I think that's I don't know, man. I think it could be a fun one for sure.
Mary picture on this slide.
Oh, did you?
Because that would have been.
But I think it
too. I chose a different one because you chose that one, but yeah.
Oh,
that's a good
damn.
Pick.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
What do you got?
Another one. The Seahawks and the Jags. I mean, both teams are unexpected good teams. I mean, you weren't sure what to expect from Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. And they started off hot. The Jags have also started off hot. When, like Isaac said, that's a team you expect to just never be good. It doesn't matter who they have on the roster.
Yeah.
It's just the Jags.
I'm still not even sold on Jacksonville, and I don't think the fans are sold on Jacksonville. I'm staring at ticket prices right now. Tickets are going for $60. Like, come on. Like, they're not even buying. They're not even.
No, I live close. Like, that's my team. Like, that's my second team if the Broncos are just dog shit, is Jacksonville, which isn't very good because they're always dog shit too. But I live an hour and a half away from the stadium, so I get to go to those games. It's literally like a fucking high school. Like, I think Georgia Southern, which is was a D2 college a few years ago, has the same size stadium as Jacksonville.
I don't even think that fucking matters. If your team is good, ticket prices go. Paycor's not a crazy stadium. Paycor's like cheap as fuck, old as dirt. They were selling tickets for $400 for the Lions game with fucking Browning playing, and they were fucking 2-2.
Yeah.
I thought that's crazy to me, but I think that's a good pick. I think it's a make it week for Jacksonville for sure. I'm definitely picking Seattle in that game, 100%.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
actually
they're
don't know. It
Seattle's
just depends on how Sam Darnold handles Jacksonville's defense. I feel like
because
Sam
I don't
Darnold kinda
even.
tweaks versus really good defenses. You know what I mean?
I think the Seahawks have the better roster. I mean, they lost to the 49ers by 4 in a game I thought they should have won, and then they lost to the Bucks by 3 with a fucking shootout. But then yet again, have they beat anybody good? They beat the Saints and the Cardinals, and then they whooped the Steelers a week 2. Like I think this is a make it game for both teams. Like this is two teams that are doing pretty well right now record wise, and
Yeah, it's kind of.
I like that. It could be a good game.
Yeah.
Could be a good game. I like that.
For sure. All right, and I mean the biggest upset potential. I mean, I'll let you go first, Austin. What do you think?
Let
Oh,
me
shit.
go again. I'm going with the. Let me make sure this is actually the right week. Yeah, give me the Browns beating the Steelers. Dylan Gabriel didn't look too shabby against a pretty good fucking Minnesota defense. So, I was this close to picking Cleveland to be my upset pick over the week until they announced Gabriel starting. He didn't look too bad. He looked comfortable. And it's on the road there in Pittsburgh. But those AFC North rivalry games, doesn't matter how bad you are, how good you are. We saw Ryan Finley beat the Steelers. That was the year everybody thought the Steelers would win the Super Bowl, and Finley beat him here and at Paul Brown. So I like Cleveland going on the road and taking one away from Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, with the way you're like you said earlier, you're uncertain about Pittsburgh's offense, and then the Browns' defense has been great. So if their offense could get something going with Dylan Gabriel, there's a good chance that they could steal one. So, Isaac, upset of the week.
I think for the culture, even though it's not a home game, I'm gonna take Joe Flacco against the Packers.
Overthrow Joe.
It's just gonna have to happen.
I love that pick. Flacco beating
Beating him twice.
him
Beating him
twice.
twice.
Flacco breaking
I
the
love-
record. Great pick. Yeah, I think my upset pick. I think that just the clearest underdog that has a good chance to win is just I think the Bears. I think they started off the season weaker than expected, and I think that really that Caleb Williams is going to start coming into his own more and more. I think that a lot of people are quick to judge young quarterbacks or rookie quarterbacks. They don't necessarily have to be young in Bo Nix's case, but I feel like a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, back in the day, Phillip Rivers sat behind Drew Brees for 3 years before he started. A lot of quarterbacks used to sit for years before they ever got into a game and learn behind an NFL quarterback. And I just feel like people need more time. I feel like Caleb Williams has had a little bit of time. The Commanders' defense is good, but they have some off weeks, and I mean he could show out with Ben Johnson as his OC.
Yeah, I not to talk too much, but I think the kind of criticism that Caleb has been given over his career, it's kind of like all stuff that he's put onto himself, and then also kind of the expectations getting drafted, number 1 overall, trading away a good quarterback for you, and then you come play like shit. Like he's looked good this year, but then I think that game against Minnesota that they lost, in that fourth quarter, he looked fucking abysmal. He looked terrible in that fourth quarter against, I think, first game of the year, but they were winning that game and probably should have won it. I mean, has he beat anybody good this year? No. Make it game. This is a prove it week. They lost to the Vikings and the Lions, and they beat the dog shit Cowboys and the dog shit Raiders by a point. And had to come back down and kick a game winning field goal.
Their defense held the Cowboys. I mean, not obviously great, but
that was without CD though.
The Cowboys have been just destroying teams though.
Right, but CD that was a game CD got hurt in though.
Yeah.
So in that game, but I think it's a prove it week for Chicago for sure.
A star player getting hurt does a lot to morale. So yeah, that makes sense. But all right, fantasy start bench. Isaac, you want to go first on this one?
Fantasy start bench. I would say,
You got your
if I can remember it off the top of my head, I would start Brian Thomas Jr. I would start him. And why am I blanking on my bench
Chase Brown.
today?
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown,
You guys have
yep.
the same bench.
Yeah. I just feel like Micah Parsons is gonna fucking dunk his nuts on us. I still think we're gonna win, but I think Micah Parsons is finally gonna lead over Jamar Chase in tackles after this game, and it being Chase Brown being one of them.
Yeah, and I mean,
I like that.
well,
I never really, I didn't give a reasoning for my wide receiver. I don't know why. I just let that. I let that one go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Seahawks. I feel like just from what I've seen, they give up a lot of yards due to receivers, and if the Jaguars are, coming off this hot, and Trevor Lawrence is slinging the ball, which, I started him, so I hope he does, so I don't look dumb. I feel like he's got to pop off soon. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody thought that he was really good last year, but he definitely needs to. He's been having some poopy weeks.
Yeah.
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 I just don't know if this is a week for Brian Thomas to get back on track. I think I get the Seahawks DBs have been having a rough start to the year, but dude, the Witherspoon and bro, those cats are fucking. They're supposed to be good.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant's there, but he's not going to be guarding Bryant. He's going to be dropping back, playing deep. Like they're not going to be. He's not going to be the one playing man on Brian Thomas. But I can see that. I mean, if Jacksonville stays hot, I think Brian is a big key to that for sure. Like I think if he starts getting more confidence and starts making some big plays, I think that opens up the offense more. And I think like Jacksonville's 4-1 with a kind of a poopy pass game, to be completely honest with you. So I think that can help them for sure.
And I also want to, Austin, you had the same bench, so I was going to let you go ahead and explain. I mean, both of you guys benching the running back for the Bengals, especially in a situation where you're hoping the running game steps up. Is there a reason behind that specifically? Just that he's been playing bad, or you don't expect him to get as many carries this week, or what?
I like to pick same position. And going like off like matchups and running back wise, I think he's your obvious bench. He hasn't had a big game this year. I mean, he's 10 to 12 points a game. A lot of people drafted him like around the 27 to 30 range, like second round pick, really, maybe third, early third. But he just hasn't popped off like he was last year. I don't think I'll vote to start him until he has that big week finally and like gains that momentum, kind of like I was talking about with Brian Thomas. But I think the Bengals are going to win. We're not a running team. Okay, we brought Flacco in to throw the fucking football. We're not going to hand the ball off. Flacco's going to see more games where he throws fucking 45 passes than we hand the ball off 20 times a game. So, I asked my reason for that. Or also, I don't know if you heard earlier, two of our guards. I mean, right now we don't know who's playing guard for the Bengals with Fairchild being out. We know Rivers is going to be out there. Are they going to put Risner, or is fucking Patrick going to come back because he's practicing this week? He hasn't played since week 1. So I just don't know if the Bengals have the offensive line the personnel to go out there and have an effective run game. I think they're going to drop back and look to throw the ball a bunch.
Yeah, and for my start bench, I've obviously got JK's backup on my bench. I thought last week was when. Well, so what happened was before the game last week, let me first of all back up completely. My start bench is flipped from last week. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt proved me wrong after I had him starting on my fantasy team the first 4 weeks of the season, and he was getting me about 9 to 12 points a game. I was like, okay, he's my bench player this week, and then he goes and drops 27. I had to flip them around. RJ, the same thing. I put him in for the first time as my starter this year, and I was expecting him to have a big game because before the Broncos game this week, Sean Payton said he was going to start giving the running backs full series where him and J.K. Dobbins could each have a whole series where they're on the field the whole time. They're not subbing out and losing their momentum and stuff like that. So I thought that was going to really help R.J. Harvey, and it turns out it helped J.K. Dobbins a lot more, and he ended up getting a majority of the carries. And so I think really until J.K. Dobbins gets injured, which you kind of expect, but you hope doesn't happen, you might not see a lot of production from RJ Harvey.
Yeah, no, he a dog. I think I skipped over mine too, but that's my start for the week. It's JK.
Yeah, he's been great. I mean, like,
Put JK out there. He's a Buckeye. I'm not a Buckeye fan, but I'm from the Buckeye State. He's, somebody that's career has been derailed by nothing but injuries. I mean, you finally see him doing well, having a good year. I mean, kind of hard to say, put the guy on the bench. I mean, he's the first Bronco to have 100 yards under the Sean Payton era. He's averaging 80 yards on the ground, 4 tutties. Like, I don't know what he ranks fantasy-wise. He's got to be a top 5 back.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And, I mean, we also haven't had a 1,000-yard rusher in, 8 years, and I think he's on pace for, 1,400 yards right now.
He's at 402 yards through 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So another 5 games, he's at 800, and then 7. Another 5, he's at 12, and then another 2, he's on pace for 14.
Yeah, he's having a crazy year. I mean, I really hope that he can stay healthy, especially for him. I mean, just like he was great with the Ravens, but they had to get rid of him. I mean, obviously they got Derrick Henry, and he's an expensive player, especially with his injury history. And then he goes to the Chargers. I think it's hilarious. I love it just because there are rivals, and I hate for Najee Harris that he got injured, but I think it's just fucking Charger luck, and I love it that they have this running back that is injury prone, and they get rid of him, get him off the roster because of that, and he comes and he has a great start to the year with a division rival, and then the Chargers pick up a player who has not missed a game in his 5 years in the NFL, and he
there's an Achilles
season-ending injury in the 3rd week.
Yeah, I'll say this: I don't know why J.K. missed 4 games last year, but dude, he had a great year with the Chargers. I mean, he had 13 games. 195 carries, 909 yards, 9 tutties in 13 games.
I think he's an underrated
He was a
back.
dog.
I think he's really one of the best backs in the league, and I think his injuries have just. I think before he was on the Broncos, I would have called him that, and his injuries just kind of derailed that for him, to be honest. Because when he was on the Ravens, I thought he was insane. I thought they were never going to get rid of him, to be honest. But I mean, injuries kind of sour an organization.
Yeah.
But all right, buy or sell. And I didn't have a full list of topics like I did last week, but the main buy or sell topic, which I think you guys could probably spend a good amount of time talking about, is: do you buy that Joe Flacco can keep your playoff hopes alive until Joe Burrow gets back?
Got to be better than Browning. You got to buy it. You're hoping for, if Burrow comes back in week 14, that you can be sitting at 6-7. You got to hope Browning can or not Browning, sorry. In those 12 weeks or whatever the fuck it was, you're hoping to win 4 games, right? You're hoping to win 4 games, be 6-8. You know what I mean? 6-7, and 6-7. But and then he flops. I mean, I don't know. I think it's too early to tell. But I think if you ask any Bengal fans, everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid. We're all back to being delusional. So I think, I'd buy it. And especially in a weak AFC North, I'd buy that stock.
Yeah.
Because I think 9-8 can win you this division.
Wow.
This year.
You think the Steelers only win 9 games?
Yeah. They play I'll pull up their schedule. All right, they play the Browns this week. They play the Browns, the Bengals, the Packers, and Colts and Chargers in a 5-week span. That's a tough 5 games to play.
Yeah.
Me right now.
And then down the stretch.
He said, buy or sell Joe Flacco, I said.
And then down the so in a, I don't know, this is off the top of my head, right? I know I'm going to pick the Browns to win this week, but say they beat the Browns. They play the Bengals, Packers, Colts, Chargers, Bengals, Bears in that next stretch, then the Bills. They have a tough road in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, say the Bengals just take one, right? So they're 2-1 after 3, or 1-1 after 2. They lose to the Packers, or 1-2. They lose to the Colts, or 1-3. They beat the Chargers 2-3. Beat the Bengals 3-3. Lose to the Bears like 3-4. Lose to the Bills, you're 3-5, and you're sitting at what, 6-6 after 12?
There ain't nobody at that stadium.
I really can't see the Steelers losing to the Bears or the Browns. Well, the Browns maybe. I
didn't count the Browns. I gave them.
Yeah,
I gave them the win over the Browns.
What was the other one you gave them the loss?
I always think this.
Colts. It was Colts that I thought was iffy. I think that one's a 50-50 to be honest.
Right, but I'm saying I'm hoping for that. You know what I mean? Like that, and that puts him at that puts him at 6-6.
Yeah.
Right, like.
Yeah.
Then they play the Ravens. Then they play the Dolphins. They probably win. They're 8-6. They play the Lions. They're 8-7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think 9-8. I think 10-7 for sure wins you this division. But I think there's a possibility that 9-8 can win you this division.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh's 3-1. They have more points scored, or more points allowed than scored. Like, I'm not bought in on that football team.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's everything for the buyer. Do you have anything to add, Isaac? I mean, I know I saw the face
Come
you
on.
made when I said buy or sell.
You're picking
Joe
the
Flacco. I
you're
feel like
picking the
selling.
Bengals this week. He's buying it. He's drinking the Kool-Aid again. He's picking the fucking Packers, or the Bengals to beat the Packers this week. He's definitely sipping it.
I know it's gonna hit hard when I'm at Hops and Berries up at downtown Loveland, and fucking man, I pan over after eating my chicken nachos, and I look up at the screen, and Joe Flacco's on his 4th interception, and I take my self-poured 16-ounce glass, and I throw it at the nearest bartender at that fucking bar, and this is gonna be my face before I throw it.
He said, "I really bought in."
Dude, I bought the stock and it fucking plummeted.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely don't. I don't know if he'll throw 4 picks. He could. I don't know. I think he's a little more conservative nowadays than he used to be. But
Shit, when he played with the Bengals, man, you know what that thing saying.
yeah, we'll see. But
The voice just talked to him.
the Week 6 game predictions. Let's go into the first. head-to-head.
What you got, Sketch? You start us off with this one. We know where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with the Packers. I don't know. Defense is
Great.
solid. You know what I mean?
Isaac, what you got?
He's locked himself in.
He said.
Who day?
I got Joe Flacco being the second quarterback to ever beat the same team in the same year on a different team. I'll back in. I said last week I wasn't picking the Bengals till they showed me something. Guess what? They showed me they want to win football games. They traded for a player midseason. Give me the Bengals in an ugly one.
Yeah.
Bang.
All right. New York Football Giants, and I usually do the Thursday game last, but I since it was one of our fan favorite teams that we have on the pod, I had to just keep it in the order. But yeah, I mean, Giants versus Philly. I'm taking Philly, especially after that heartbreaking loss last week. I feel like unless Nick Sirianni is trying to get his offensive coordinator fired, they definitely got to win this one.
Yeah, Mike ain't here. Maybe if he was here to maybe talk it up and give me some dope, I might pick the Giants. But this football team sucks. Give me Philly.
Isaac, I'm going to have to assume you agree.
Yeah, Mike's leaving at halftime.
An early ride home for Mike. Denver versus the 0-5 Jets. Now, before you guys even answer, this one scares the shit out of me because we just beat the only undefeated team. Well, there was 2, but we beat one of the undefeated teams. Now we're playing the team without a win, and that just makes me worried because they've kept some games tight. Now they got blown out last week, so I don't know.
We know you're picking Denver.
I'm picking Denver, but I'm just saying I wouldn't put it past anybody to pick the Jets because it's just football juju. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so hard to be. That's why, like, a couple weeks ago, I was picking all the underdogs with some undefeated teams. You guys all clowned me. no team stays undefeated, and I don't think a lot of teams stay winless. This Jets team, I'm sorry. I mean, the New York state of New York fucking hates watching football. They hate football season, but this team is better than 0-5. I'm picking Denver, but it's same thing with what I said about the Giants and the Saints. I will not be surprised to see fucking Justin Fields fucking go for 300 yards in the air, 100 on the ground. Brees Hall have a good game. I'm going with Denver, but I think New York's definitely got a chance to win the game.
Yeah. And I'm hoping for no fucking injuries on the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Dude, that's what worries me the most about this game is just our players getting injured on the fucking London Stadium.
And MetLife?
No, they're in London. I know MetLife.
Oh, they're in London
too, but they're on a soccer field in London. You know what I mean? So that worries me
that shit.
as much as MetLife, to be honest.
They'll be all right. Isaac, who you got? He's like ass or ass.
Nah. I'd go Broncos.
All right. Kansas City versus Detroit. I mean, I'm
fuck.
taking fucking Detroit every day of the week, honestly.
The Lions all the way.
Nah, you're crazy
No.
as fuck. I'm flipping.
Hey, remember what happened last year, week 1?
Yeah, but this is prime time in fucking Arrowhead. It's a Sunday night game.
I don't give
I
a.
think Dan
And I'm gonna
Campbell
be-
was gonna
and I'm-
manhandle that walrus on
and-
the other
and-
sideline.
And I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, just speaking about Detroit, Jared Goff didn't look that impressive against a poor Bengals defense. He hasn't impressed me. The offense hasn't impressed me. I know their defense is a little banged up in the secondary, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, is
defense is
Rashid
not good.
is Rice back this week or is he next week?
It's week 6. I think he's week 7 return.
Okay.
6
Either way, we got to get some diversity up in this bitch. I'll pick the Chiefs. All right,
Yeah.
I'm picking the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that pick. I mean, like the Ravens game, I thought the Ravens. I mean, I honestly think if I had to go back now, I mean, the Ravens just they're a lot more injured and just a lot worse on defense than I thought they would be. But still, I mean, I think that the Chiefs are never a bad pick just because it's the Chiefs. They got Patrick Mahomes, so you never know.
Yeah, you pick against them because they're in your division.
Yeah, I hate them. I hate those fuckers.
So do I. But game recognizes game.
Bills versus the Falcons. I hate the Falcons
Yeah,
as much as I hate our division rivals, so I'm going to go with the Buffalo Williams here.
Oh.
Who you got, Tartar?
I got Haley Steinfeld for the win.
Yeah, give me the Bills. Bills aren't going to get upset 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. No.
Michael Penix has not beat a team that has scored over 7 points in a game.
Jesus.
His only win as a quarterback was 22-6. Wait, no, they beat the Commanders last week. Fuck. Damn it. That was an old tweet I read.
Wasn't that 26-0 though?
No, they won 22-6, and then they beat the Commanders 34-27. They were on a bye last week. They're coming off a bye.
Oh, they
I don't see the Bills.
30-0. No, they lost.
Yeah.
30-0.
Yeah, to the Panthers. You lose to the Panthers 30-0, bro. I'm never picking you again. Don't even get that shit off my screen.
Yeah.
Fuck those cats. They suck.
Mr. Penis Jr. is not great. All right. The Bears versus the Commanders. I honestly think the Commanders are going to win, but my upset pick was the Bears, so I got to go with the Bears.
I'm going with the Commanders. Jaden Daniels comes back from that injury, gets kind of back to his rookie self, his rookie form, starts playing a little bit better.
Yeah.
Give me the quarterback that doesn't paint his nails.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. And now our Week 5 power rankings. We switched it up a little bit this week. Austin, I know you sent me your full 32. I just took your 11 through 13, those 3 teams, and I put them as your honorable mentions, and just included your top 10. So we
Did all
just
that
have
work
the
for
top
nothing?
10s. Yeah, I haven't gotten the top 32 out of Isaac once yet, so I figured lowering it to top 10 would, get us some answers.
We already know who's 32 right now. Until Joe Flacco comes on that fucking field, they're 32, and the Raiders are 31. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the Raiders are my 32. I mean, Jesus Christ, Geno sucks. I mean, I think Jake Browning might be better.
Let's see. Our top threes are the same. Mine and Isaac got the same top. Me and Isaac have the same exact top 5.
We don't. Our
Yeah,
Bills and
one and
Lions are
two.
switched.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I still have
Yeah,
the Packers a little high. I think that they're going to turn it around. I feel like they just had a few off weeks, to be honest. I don't know.
You got Packers twice.
Do I have Packers twice? What the heck?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, they're
this
so
guy can't
good. You
do-
put them twice.
He can't do anything right.
Packers at 5 is correct. I've got to look back at my list and see where I fucked up. Because I copied my
about
list from
you?
my phone.
I think. Do we all have the same top 10? I gave you guys respect, by the way.
Oh,
Enjoy
it should
seeing
be
yourself in my top 10.
49ers. It should be 49ers at 8. I don't know why that says that. Oh well.
We don't have the same top 10. Nick has Commanders and honorable mention.
Yeah.
I
You don't even have them on your list.
Nope.
Yeah, I got them in the honorable mentions. I mean, I think a big team to shout out, I don't think anybody had in their top 10 last week, was the Jags. I've got them a little higher than you guys, maybe just because I'm a fan, but, I think that they showed out last week. And, I mean, I know, like I said, I don't think the Chiefs are as good as, you expect them to be, but I think just a close primetime win just shows some grit for a team, and a big win like that can boost your morale. So
Yeah, that one against the Chiefs, it got them on my top 10 list. We'll see if they can stay on there. They lose this week, they're off it.
yeah, I would agree with that. I would honestly replace them with the Seahawks, I think, if they lost that.
Pretty decent list. I don't see nothing faded for real.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the
No Packers out of Isaac though. He's already projected them to lose next week. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can see not having the Packers in the top 10. They looked a little iffy. I kept them at 5 just because I think that their defense is just that good, and I think that Jordan Love will figure it out. But
The only reason I said that is because I have Jordan Love ever since Burrow got hurt, and every QB I play in fantasy outscores him, so they're not my top 10.
He said fantasy's the truth.
he's always.
really is.
I mean, but the thing about the Packers is that even when they had Rodgers, like they had Devontae Adams, but then besides that, they never had any good receivers. Like they still had fucking Donald Driver at like 40 years old and fucking Romeo,
Really?
or not Romeo Dobbs. What's his name? Randall Cobb at fucking 40. You know what I mean? Like they never.
Right. Cobb was a dog.
I mean, he was a dog, but he was not as good when he was older. You know what I mean? They just never got any weapons for Aaron, and I feel like they're doing the same thing with Jordan Love. They haven't really built that much around him, except for Josh Jacobs being a really good running back. I mean, Christian Watson being hurt definitely hurts them, so maybe when he comes back, they'll step it up. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. That's why I think they're still going to be a top 10 team, top 5 maybe.
Yeah, we don't live in the hypotheticals. We live in the right now,
Yeah.
buddy. I'm just fucking with you.
No, I know. But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a kind of more of a prediction as far as my power ranking. But and then my honorable mentions, I wouldn't say the Patriots are like in my top 13, right? If I were to make that like a 11, 12, 13, but I just think that if they keep uptrending the way they are, they could be in the top 10.
Yeah, I can see that. I like that team. I like Drake May. There's a reason why I drafted Diggs over Mbuka in every single fucking fantasy league in that fucking round 7 or 8 because I'm expecting Diggs to come out and be the Stephon Diggs that we all know and love, and then with a great young quarterback that he said reminds him a lot of Josh Allen. So, I mean, I like that team. I think they're going to be that was a team that, looking at it going into this year, I looked at that game even with the healthy Burrow and was like, damn, this is a free win. And then even still, when I was looking at what the Bengals can do to make the playoffs, like, oh, that's a free win. It don't look like a free win on my schedule anymore.
I kind of actually thought that they would be better than they've played so far, the Patriots. But I mean that win over the Bills kind of put them back at where I expect them. Where I think that they're going to be a contender. They might go 10-7, but I wouldn't be surprised if they also go 7-10.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, though? I mean, this is our last topic. It's everything. I mean, anything you guys want to say before this Thursday night football game?
Well, make sure you only go down to the gas station and get a 6-pack because you don't need a 12-pack. This game will be over at half.
Yeah.
Joe.
I don't know if it'll be a close one. We'll see. I think the Eagles are going to take their frustrations out on those poor New York football Giants. But I hope that they lose because, you know, they might send A.J. Brown in a little trade package wrapped nice and tight from Bo Nix. I don't know.
That shit ain't happening, bro. Living in La La Land, bro. Stop that.
So do we every day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm in La La Land right now, so yeah, I can't hate too much. But I don't know, dude. The state of New York's in shambles right now, all right? Yeah. The fucking Yankees lost last night. If they get blown out tonight, the Giants get blown out tonight, fall to 1-4, whatever, 1-5, and then the Jets lose and go to 0-6. Bro, the state of New York might not even turn football on anymore.
Dude, all the Jets
that is not a good.
Up at 9:30 to see Bo Nix torch their defense.
Nobody woke up to watch that football game.
Dude.
Or nobody's gonna wake up to watch that football game. You know you ain't waking up at 9 a.m. Shit, I'm not.
I'm gonna be on vacation though. I'm going out of town this week, so
Enjoy it.
NFL